Hey everybody, it's Clint Arthur, and this is now episode number 152 of Celebrity Entrepreneur Adventure. I am surprisingly optimistic. And why am I surprisingly optimistic? And why am I optimistic? Well, I'll tell you. Here we are. That's where I grew up, right there on the 18th floor of that building, right there. That one. That tall one. I'm optimistic because we were driving home today in a taxi. We just had our huge event weekend in New York City. What an incredible freaking weekend Allie and I pulled off in New York City. Oh my God, we did 2 days of training in Manhattan and in Staten Island. We did training in Staten Island. We did extreme VIP speaker training in New York City. Oh, it was so awesome.
Hey, it's Marty Cupper here in New York City, and I'm with Clint and Allie. I'm with my partner, Dana Lamb. We are the creators of Surprise Date Challenge. Been here just 2 hours, and I gotta tell you, this is the best event that I've ever been to. Absolutely amazing.
What's so great about it?
You know what? The information that I've gotten in the first 2 hours is just incredible. I mean, and I've been to a ton of speaker events, and so you want to really get trained by the pro, come and see Clint and Allie.
Then, Monday, we did a speaking event at the New York Academy of Medicine, and it was off the shizzle. Everybody loved it, and everybody did amazingly great. Oh my God. The speakers were so fantastic. Fantastic. And then, Monday night, we had our holiday party at the Rainbow Room. Woo! I tell you. Hey, if you know my story, you know that on December 31st, 1999, New Year's Eve of the millennium, I was driving yellow cab number 6087. And in the back of the cab that night were these two guys who were MBA interns at Goldman Sachs. I'm listening in on their conversation. Hey man, did you hear about Mr. Carrera? They made him the last partner right before the IPO, and he cashed out $1 gazillion. Yeah, hey, you guys, you talking about Chris Carrera? How do you know Mr. Carrera? Chris Carrera was a pledge in my fraternity. And when I was the pledge master, I used to make those little punks dance around the living room of the house in their tidy whities on top of their heads. Now that little punk just cashed out $1 gazillion. In the Goldman IPO. And that night, drove my cab back to Marine Del Rey, like 5:30 in the morning. Oh, there's the United States Post Office. What fine, upstanding citizens. Thanks, Post Office, for the wonderful part you played in the election. Not. I get back to my boat. I crawl in my bunk, counting up my money. $513. Driving a taxi on New Year's Eve of the millennium. Where was Chris Carrera tonight, huh? Partying at the Rainbow Room. I turn my freaking pillow into a sponge. By the way, I'm on my way to go cash a check. And when I get to the bank, I'm gonna ask the teller. I'm gonna say, hey, you ever hear of Tony Robbins? And that teller's gonna say, Tony who? You know why? Because Tony Robbins ain't a real celebrity. Tony Robbins is a celebrity entrepreneur. Here's a little view of New York City. There you go, Chrysler Building. Madison Avenue, Lexington Avenue. No cars. But I'm still optimistic. I'll tell you why. That was 20 years ago, my friends. 20 years ago. Where was Chris Carrera? Partying at the Rainbow Room 20 years ago. This year, we were supposed to have our holiday party at the 21 Club. And that was going to be fantastic. We had a previous holiday party at the 21 Club. It was really good, and the food was really good. Well, unfortunately, due to the current circumstances with this very dangerous and deadly pandemic, have you noticed that less people have died this year than last year? Even with this deadly, dangerous pandemic, less people have died this year than last year. I guess it's all the people wearing masks. I guess it's the masks that are keeping us safe. Not. Masks don't do shit. A little piece of paper. You think a little piece of paper is doing anything for you? We need to rebel against the masks, people. It's bullshit. In any case, continuing with this celebrity entrepreneur adventure, it's going to take it out into the middle of Park Avenue here. Oh, wow. They just repaved Park Avenue. This is actually Park Avenue South. That's okay. It's Park Avenue South. There's a Metropolitan Life building that used to be named a different name down at the end there. I'll be able to cross the street easily because there's really hardly any traffic. But here's why here's why I'm optimistic, okay? Here's why I'm optimistic. We have our holiday party at the Rainbow Room. Oh my God. And we really, the speaking at the New York Academy of Medicine, the videos that are produced there, beautiful. Then we have the holiday party at the Rainbow Room, where the people who were outstanding speakers, like, look, this party was for my $1 Million Business Accelerator group, right? That's my mastermind. Eric Duay, if you're watching this, I don't know why you're not part of this mastermind. You need to take your life up to a higher level. You gotta be part of the $1 Million Business Accelerator mastermind, guys. Anybody who's watching this, you should be part of the $1 Million Business Accelerator mastermind. Not only do you get great videos, great networking, always. The networking is amazing. The events are freaking amazing. And after the New York Academy of Medicine, we presented the speakers with awards at the Rainbow Room. And they got to tell a humorous story. That was the instructions. It's like, all right, guys, you're gonna speak at the Rainbow Room. Tell us a humorous story. And of course, we had professional video shoot there, shooting the whole thing. As well as I had a step and repeat banner for black tie. Oh, by the way, it was a black tie party at the Rainbow Room in New York City. And I had two members of the mastermind texting me, I hear they're gonna close the city restaurants, Clint. And I'm like, don't spread disinformation, okay? The restaurants are not closed. Now, they may be closed soon. I hear they may be closing the restaurants soon, but they're not closed yet. Here I am in Madison Square Park. You've probably seen this park in episodes of Sex and the City. Right over there is where I met the Winklevoss twins. I told them I was HODL, and I'm still HODL. I truly believe Bitcoin is going to be worth $1 million a coin one day. And if it ever drops down below 10,000 again, I'm a buyer. I want more, definitely. I believe in Litecoin. I believe in XRP, XLM. I got a bunch of coins, my friends, because I believe in crypto. I believe in freedom. See, money wants to be free. Ooh, that is a meme. I got to put that up as a meme. Money wants to be free. And that's why Bitcoin's gonna be a mill. We do black tie headshots for the clients at the Rainbow Room. Then there's, professional photos at the Rainbow Room with the Empire State Building all lit up. Oh my God, so gorgeous. Open bar, wine, drinking. I understand Angela Snyder's table got pretty rowdy, although I didn't hear it because I was so busy running the event. Because I had to be the MC. It was so beautiful and fun. And then Allie and I went and took a Christmas tree photo in Rockefeller Plaza with the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. Probably the best picture we've ever taken, I think. I tell you, last year I thought when we did Carnegie Hall, we couldn't do any better. We just did better. We just outdid ourselves. And I think that's what everybody should be doing, is trying to outdo yourself. Don't you think people should try to outdo themselves? I think he said, I think you should put on a mask. I ain't putting on a fucking mask. Here we are, Fifth Avenue. Here we are. Look at this, middle of the day, hardly any traffic. But I'm still optimistic, I'm gonna tell you why I'm optimistic. Then Tuesday, we had everybody into the studio to record interviews for the greatest show of all time. And I gotta say, Dr. Helena Stets, okay? Dr. Helena Stets was so powerful telling her story. I'm so glad we got that on video. By the way, that is the Flatiron Building, in case you don't recognize it. Dr. Helena Stets was so freaking powerful. Here's Broadway. This is Broadway, New York City. Nothing. Shut down. And I'm still optimistic, and I'll tell you why. Dr. Helena Stets was so powerful in her story. Everybody did a great job telling their stories. But Dr. Helena Stets was amazing. I almost cried. Wait till you see that video. I'm telling you, I almost cried. And then after we shot studio interview videos for the greatest show of all time on 77 WABC Radio in New York City, which is my radio show, which, by the way, I just got renewed for a third season. Can you believe I'm going into my third season? Actually, my third year on the air in New York City. It's freaking amazing. Hey, listen. Slender. If you're listening, Slender, we got to do some heavy PR on that, okay? We got to do some heavy PR. Clint Arthur's going into his third season on the air in New York City. I'm telling you why I'm optimistic. And then last night, we unveiled our caricature on the wall at the world-famous Palm Restaurant in Broadway's Theater District in New York City, and had 40-plus mastermind members as our guests for dinner at the unveiling party, and shot a documentary about the whole thing. Watch for that documentary. It should be coming soon. I've been training these people to tell their stories. They better have told great stories, and I know they will have told great stories, and it's going to be a great documentary about unveiling our caricature. And you know what? It is unveiling our character. That's why I'm optimistic, because I believe in character.
I believe in character.
Oh, the bellman who was taking our bags down from the suite to load them into the cab, he's like, man, if Donald Trump was in charge of New York City, we wouldn't have all these bullshit masks, and we wouldn't have to be shutting down like all this stuff. It's trickling down, folks. It is trickling down. People are getting fed up. People are realizing how much bullshit is out there. Here's why I'm optimistic. We're driving down Park Avenue today to get home in the taxi, and there was actual, like light traffic in New York City. I thought that was great. Look at this, 6th Avenue. There's actual traffic on 6th Avenue. Actual light traffic, And I really believe that once we get this freaking bullshit election steal overturned, that the United States economy is gonna come roaring back. Yeah, we're gonna have political issues and challenges. I know there's going to be civil unrest. I know. But you know what? It's gonna get handled. Okay? Because this whole political transformation that they're trying to foist on the United States of America is a bunch of bullshit. This is not a communist country. This is not a communist country. This is not a communist country.
This is not a communist country. This is not a communist country.
We are not going to be taken over by China, despite the fact that this is 6th Avenue and there's no traffic. Look at this beautiful view. Look at this city, huh? This freaking city. This country, here comes some traffic. That's good. This country is not going to be taken over by China. They're trying to take us over right now, and it ain't gonna happen, okay? This is not going to be a communist takeover of the USA. We are the strongest country in the world. Capitalism is the greatest system ever. And we are going to prevail. And capitalism is going to prevail. Here I am at Wells Fargo to cash the check. Yeah, I know, I gotta put it on. I will put it on because I gotta transact business here, even though it's bullshit. You agree? Yeah, I know. Here we go. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
Buenos dias, amigos. Hey, I want to ask you a question. What do you think of Tony Robbins? You don't know who he is. Hey, I'm here to cash the check, and that's going to wrap it up for this edition of Celebrity Entrepreneur's Adventure. I'm optimistic. We will prevail. Keep the faith.